Hey everybody, this is the Review Revolution, back at you again with another Double Feature Friday. We keep rolling, weekend gets here, and it's time for another Double Feature Friday. As it happens, right after I do my review of the Marvel Legends Thor, the Blob series Thor, but the very next day I go out and find the single-carded Marvel Universe Thor. I would love to have done these back-to-back. That would have been awesome. But, well, I mean, that's life for you. But as it turns out, on the Marvel Universe Thor, we do have the typical Hasbro packaging. Has the Thor up in the top corner. The Marvel Universe, or the series logo up at the top, right above the figure. Got the name of the character, which is a little hard to read against that gray bar, but it does say Thor on there. Got the hammer. Includes classified files with secret code. No doubt for the Fury files. Got the Hasbro logo. And, up front, big warning. Choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years. Gee, I wonder what part they might be talking about. But, as I mentioned with the Silver Surfer from the Marvel Universe, very involved packaging. Very involved sculpting on the outside bubble. Kind of different. I do like how they are numbering both the series and the figure. So this is the 12th figure from Series 2, apparently. Very cool. And I guess for anybody who's following these 3 1/4 inch Marvel figures, you'll probably remember there is a Secret Wars 2-pack that has the classic Thor with the Enchantress. Now, I didn't want the Enchantress. I didn't want to spend the extra money and get a figure I didn't want. But I am a big enough Thor fan that I may still get that one. I may still get that. But for now, yeah, it was just so cool that I saw this one on the shelf. I was like, gimme. Very cool. On the back, of course, it's got the picture of the figure. Looking really, really cool. The Marvel Universe logo in the backdrop. Other figures that are in the series. Let's see, Iron Man, Captain America, and Luke Cage. Collect them all. Have Norman Osborn become an agent of Hammer, and there's the Hammer logo. Go online, initiate your agent status, enter your secret code, unlock the Marvel Universe. No thanks. The write-up: when Thor returned from the darkness of Ragnarok, he found a world far different from the one he'd left behind. He therefore resolved to concern himself more with the Asgard and its people than with the problems of humanity. Even so, with the closeness he felt with the mortals of Earth, the mortals of Earth led him to bring his kingdom to the mortal realm so that his fellow gods might learn what it was like to live among them. Okay. I mean, that is, again, the modern Thor. We'll take a moment, we'll pop him out of the pack, get a closer look at the figure, and have some fun. So be right back. Alright, we've got Thor out of his pack, and, I really have to say, this Thor goes a long way to getting me interested in the line. Not quite, doesn't get me all the way there, but it goes a long way. Taking a look, really, the only problem I have with the figure, other than some quality control issues on how it's assembled, everything is in the face. It's all in the head. First and foremost, when you look at the face, with that squished down nose that he has, and kind of the square shape of it, yeah, paint him blue and he'll look like something out of Avatar. I just mean, he's got that turned down nose and a very square face. I can't help thinking he's one of the Avatar aliens. I can't help it. That's just the way he looks. the fact that he's got a helmet that's pressed so far down on his head, if it was actually removable, you might be able to do something about it. Because his helmet is sculpted so close to his brow that you can't see his eyebrows or anything, it's just right there on his eye line, that doesn't help either. That looks pretty bad. And then, I guess, lastly is the helmet itself. I mean, it's just this gray plastic, and the wings are white. I would much rather have seen it more of a metallic color throughout, the wings and the helmet together. And he's also got this little nub at the top. Thor should have a little spike on his helmet. It's very Viking looking, but instead he barely gets a little nub. So, that might be nitpicking a bit, but yeah, I mean, everything about the figure that I dislike, it's all in the head. And there's more that I'm going to go on about the head here in a minute. But looking at the rest of the figure, it's really nicely sculpted. I think it looks really, really good. I love how he has kind of the soft cape, very much like a DC Universe hero. It's got kind of black wash in it, which gives it a lot of texture, a lot of relief. His hair, it's not a great sculpt on the hair, but at least it's got the highlights. It actually looks okay. His tunic, you can see it's got the darker blue with the lighter highlights over it, and you can kind of see kind of the fabric texture on there. Very nice touch. I like that. I like the buckles. Much more shiny, certainly stand out in a more metallic way, a lot more than the helmet does. I'm not a big fan of the chainmail on his arm, but considering this is a modern Thor, it actually doesn't look that bad. It fits with the rest of the design. It's actually really nice. Great looking boots. I love the straps. Now on the articulation, this is going back to the head, I have not yet really got a Marvel Universe figure where the head doesn't just pop off way too easy. That's really something that I think they should do something about. I don't know. I guess, if you're not too rough with it, it's not going to pop off too easy. But I have a feeling the more you mess with it, the more likely it's going to be that it's going to fall off. Being on a ball and being the hair is a soft plastic, it does turn. Oops. See? It goes up and down. You have to be real careful with it. On the shoulder, it does twist, come out. Twist of the bicep, elbow, wrist. He's got a twist on the top part of his torso and on the bottom. It's kind of a little bit on a bulb on the top. The leg comes out. Double joint at the knee. Twist at the thigh. Twist at... Leg comes out. Twist to the thigh. Double joint at the knee. Twist on the foot. And a hinge. If you can see that. A little bit of hinge. Along with the head being, as it is, the knee on the left leg is actually very, very loose. So he doesn't want to stand real well. But as far as accessories go, they do include an actual stand that tells you the name of the character and which figure number he is. It's kind of a blank looking stand with the way the Iron Man, the movie Iron Man stands come out. It's a shame they couldn't have given us something a little bit better than this kind of cheesy plastic thing. But he also comes with his hammer. And just like the Marvel Legends hammer, very worn, very beat up. I would much rather have seen a nicer, more clean, pristine hammer. Again, just kind of this head, beat up stone head with a brown leather handle over it. A little bit more texture than the Marvel Legend version, but still, not quite as nice as what I'd like to see Thor have. Goes in his hand like so. And he fits on his base. If the leg won't bend. There we go. So like I said, not a bad figure. I'm I'm certainly more interested in this as kind of a first figure for the hopefully a long line of movie Thor figures that will be coming out. But yeah, I would say if you're a Thor fan, if you're a Marvel fan, this is one to pick up, even if you're not necessarily into the Marvel Universe. For now, this has been the Review Revolution saying rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.